Paul, let's update a little bit on tennis. I know you had a big win over Emporia State on the women's side this week.
Yeah, we had. Our women's team has now won 4 in a row, and the thing I told them after our match is, I felt like that was the best tennis we've played all year. We have played a very difficult schedule up to this point, to be honest, and it was somewhat intentional because I wanted them to see some very tough opponents from the get-go, and then we finally broke through and played a pretty tough Emporia team. And the thing I was the most excited about was our doubles play. We had struggled in doubles play, and what's interesting is we've been losing team scores by 8-1, 7-2, that kind of thing, but matches have been very close. Individual games and points have been very close. We just have not had those breakthrough moments. And I think the weekend prior, we got a lot of confidence back. We won 3 in a row in Springfield, Illinois, the weekend prior. And I think that gave that team a new swagger when we went out and played Emporia on this past Monday.
Your women's team, as you said, has been playing very well. And was that kind of expected? I mean, is that a more, group that has a little bit more experience and that kind of thing?
Actually, no, a couple of players on the team have some experience, but other than that, we're pretty young. We have a sophomore. Her name's Claire Mackay. She's probably our most improved player from December. Sorry, from Christmas break till now.
Wow.
And she has shot all the way up to number 3 in our singles ranking. And so she's a sophomore. And then we have 2 freshmen that are also in our lineup right now. And so 3 out of the 6 of the singles spots are really young. And so this is their first go around in the grind of the spring. And so but yeah, they're all talented, very talented players, and I've told them over and over that they have not played their best tennis yet, and when they do, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So, and I think they finally are putting it together.
Who else on the women's side is playing well for you right now?
Doubles wise, I thought Savannah Drew and Lauren Huddleston played the best doubles they've ever played against Emporia. Lauren then won at number 1. And she's dealt with some shoulder issues over the last couple of seasons, and so I think we're finally getting her on track to where she can play now all the time. Our senior Sabrine Navarro from Australia, she's played a really good match in doubles and in singles against Emporia. I think things are clicking for her. Hannah Wayne is a freshman. We got her back on Tuesday. She missed our Illinois trip because she was sick, and so this was her first match back in a week or two, and she played extremely well. And then, like I mentioned before, Claire Mackay is really put it together, and I would say she's probably playing the best I've ever seen her play, which is good. So,
how about on the men's side? Who's also performing well there?
On the men's side, I'm extremely pleased with a freshman by the name of Carl Pearson. Carl's a local kid from Blue Valley, and he is just the ultimate fighter and the ultimate grinder. I love his attitude.
Good to have those kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's funny, I would hate to play against that kind of player. He's been playing some very, very tough matches for us, and I've been really pleased with him. Probably our senior leader, Isaac Hamilton. In my 10 years of coaching, I've never run across a leader like him, and Dean Pincus as well. Both of them are our team leaders. They are both extremely great leaders, and Isaac has really, really been playing well the last few matches as well. Dean's been hurt a little bit. He's coming off of some wrist injuries, and so we're trying to work him through that. But Mark Gartner, our number 1 player from Germany, has been playing extremely well. The other one that I want to point out that's been playing extremely well is Brian Wohlers. He's a sophomore from Canada. His last 2 matches, he lost to Finlay 7-5. He won against Finlay 6-0, 7-5. And then in Emporia, he lost to an extremely talented player, 7-5, 7-5.
Wow.
Doesn't get any closer
close
than that.
Yeah.
And so he's been playing probably the best tennis I've seen since he's been at Jewel.
Good. I know that there's some construction going on at Clayview Country Club where you normally play, so we may get a chance to see at least one side or the other on campus this spring.
So they've tearing up 4 of their courts and putting in all brand new courts. So what we'll do for the rest of the season is we'll play 1 gender out there and 1 gender here at home on our 4 courts. You usually need about 6 to 8 courts to play a duel with the men and the women at the same time. So that'll give us the opportunity to be able to showcase whichever team here at home. And that starts next Wednesday against Rockhurst. We'll have the women here at home and the men at Clayview.